Now across the bay is Haifa, where we're shooting this morning and where we've been staying. Let me not do the skyline there. And we are in Akko. And so basically
if you pan to the right, you can look through here. See where the two towers are standing up right next to each other? The two paired towers?
Yes.
That's the Dan Panorama, which is the big mall and hotel that's right up above our hotel.
Okay.
So we're actually staying right below and just slightly to the left.
And that's where he's talking about, right there. So, visually, in miles, how far is that from where we're standing? Straight from here to there.
About 30, 35 kilometers.
What did I just say? How many miles is it? For the American audience. It's a long ways away. I have a nice zoom.
15, 18 miles.
You know, the thing I like about the zoom on this camera is it's like my eyeballs. I can make out the hazy shapes over there. I can see the towers. Most cameras I play with, you can't get that, but this will actually give you that to a point. So, yes, hazy shades far away, right on the Mediterranean. And here we are.
A lot of this part of the city was actually built by the Crusaders.
Okay.
When they came, Akko was really there. Prior to the conquest of Jerusalem, Akko was their base of operations. And then when they got routed out of the Holy Land, this was essentially the last bastion of the crusade, where they finally eventually left Akko.
Yeah. It's nice water. Nice looking water. Beware of ceiling. Really.
What is that about? Camels in the eye of the needle?
Then they have head pads. Okay, this is long. Now I feel like we're on documentary. Following the wombat as he goes through the cave. Holy.
You know, you could just crawl on your hands and knees.
You would like that, wouldn't you, Jim? You would really take the hell out of that. So.
Hey, you're the one who gave me the camera.
Yeah, indeed. Now, as the story goes, you were saying that the Knights of the Templar found the Holy Grail
in Jerusalem.
Yep. In Jerusalem, and they were taking it back to Europe. You keep coming, because I don't want to stand like this for all day. You keep walking.
Yep. So they brought it to Akko, but then before they could get it out of the city, the Muslims attacked, and this is how they were able to smuggle it out of the city, is through this tunnel.
Now it's getting a little taller as we go. It's more ambulance style now.
Happened. Okay. So, Big C.
Okay.
Here we are in the residential section of Haifa.
Right.
Or, sorry, Akko.
Akko.
Akko. Okay. Residential section. This is not really typical, but this is what at least this part of the city looks like. Akko is, of course, a predominantly Muslim city, and this is as Muslim a section as you can get.
Sure.
As we pointed out, all of the signage is all in Arabic. Everyone is speaking Arabic. All the Hebrew has disappeared.
Right.
All the English has disappeared. And we're pretty much back here lost in the all these tiny narrow streets.
Sure.
Here you are, a big American wandering through.
Yeah.
Nervous at all? Scared? Concerned?
Nobody's
what are you thinking?
I'm with Jim. See, that's what my tattoo says. No, nobody's even giving a second look. You know, I've always thought this part of the tour until you stop with the camera. No, I mean, it's actually much safer than most American back neighborhoods, to be honest. Assalamu alaikum and all that jazz.
So would you feel the same walking through, say, certain sections of downtown Atlanta?
Oh, no. Well, it depends, but Yeah.
Depends on which sections you're talking about.
Right. Yeah. Known drug areas. No, I get run off, but just I mean straight up. I mean you gotta talk about areas. Straight up neighborhoods out there, just low rent black neighborhoods. Yeah, it's fine. But you get a sense of danger, I guess, when you're in certain places that might be dangerous. But when all the kids run the other way, maybe. Yeah, you know this dude here, he had a girl in the car. There's no way you'd try to squeeze that car in here for another guy. He brought a hot-looking chick home. I was into that. So, how many hundreds of years, you say?
Most of this fortress was built in the 12th century.
Well, there you go. And as opposed to the Jewish structures, zero airflow throughout this entire thing.
Yep.
Stagnant as hell. This thing is huge, this room.
Typical European Christian.
Stuffy. All right, so we're finishing up the Citadel, Crusader Citadel. You take a step back every time I fire the camera up. It doesn't matter that's pointing at me. He takes a step back. But this is, I think, Jim's payment for the tour, is that we have to go down through the tunnels. And apparently it's very, very tight, and he's getting this big devil grin on his face. So I will be giving him the camera later on so that y'all can enjoy the torture that is the tunnels of the Citadel.
Only one way you can go. It'll be pretty obvious.
Too bad. This is the point. Let me talk about this. But this is the point where I get stuck somewhere, and Jim goes, "Remember when you said that shit on your show? I've been waiting 2 years." He takes my bag and runs. So, me. This is the wide part too, isn't it?
Yes.
God damn it. This was just a way to get through the castle without having to go through people.
It's kind of open for question as to exactly why this is here. Actually, it doesn't. It kind of has the look of an escape tunnel,
right? But
it doesn't really go that far out. It doesn't really go outside the castle. At best, you're moving from one part to another.
Right. And I can't imagine you could go through here with maybe a sword, but not a shield or any kind of good protection.
Exactly.
So it's not for taking around on this. Beware those ceilings.
Medieval people were smaller, but yeah, you're not going to go through here in full dress battle armor with your shield and sword and.
No. Fuck, Jill. I hate you.
What? This isn't that bad.
No, but I don't see where it gets better. Ow. This was a bad day to wear a shirt that says hardcore. Jim woke up and went, oh yeah? We'll see. Not horrible.
That wasn't bad, was it?
Well, I went out to the group. No, I expected a little bit more. You said there was going to be some pushing and shoving. I expected a little more. I did hit my shoulder pretty good on the wall. But so there you go. You got to escape through the Citadel with us.